Estonia, one of the 3 Baltic states. It's perhaps most famous for its medieval capital city of Tallinn, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. What are your first thoughts of Tallinn?
This is the prettiest place I've ever seen.
It's also home to one of the best Christmas markets in Europe. And it's the ultimate winter wonderland. Quick update after arriving in Estonia now from Latvia. We took the Lux bus from Riga, which was very, very comfortable. About a 4.5 hour journey, which seemed to fly by because there was so much beautiful scenery, trees and snow to look at. We jumped off the bus, got on the number 2 tram towards Tallinn city centre, old town anyway, and we got off the tram, and then we've got a beautiful view of the city walls and the Tallinn old town as we get off the tram, and it's about a 5 to 10 minute walk down this really cool street to our little Airbnb which we just arrived in, and it is so cool. Once we'd settled into our Airbnb, it was time to get out and explore Tallinn. It's safe to say we were not prepared for how much medieval beauty was awaiting us inside the city walls. We've been inside the city wall for about 10 seconds. We've already had to stop, every 2 yards to take a picture. It's absolutely stunning with the medieval gates at the entrance to the city. Wow, this place is amazing. It's really cool. Really, really cool. We're on our way to a medieval restaurant for like a really authentic medieval experience where all the staff there are in character. It's about a 15-minute walk from where we're staying, and I think it's going to take quite a lot longer than 15 minutes to get there because we can't stop taking pictures of these buildings. They are just amazing. It's so cool here. Absolutely fascinating. Marnie? Can't stop taking pictures, can you?
No.
Why?
Because it's so pretty. Wow, look at that building.
Every building, almost everywhere you turn look, just stunning. So old and so incredible. You could get lost on these streets just taking pictures for days, couldn't you? This is no exaggeration. Every single building, every single shop, every single bit of the street, every single little bit of decoration is amazing, isn't it? Mm-hmm. What are your first thoughts of Tallinn?
This is the prettiest place I've ever seen.
That's going to become Marnie's catchphrase, but it's hard to disagree. Every building is so cool. As we continued to gaze at the beautiful architecture and wander through Tallinn's mesmerising streets, we felt so lucky to be able to enjoy such an incredible, colourful and snowy place at Christmas time. We were especially grateful for that feeling when we came across the Russian embassy, which was lined with banners and messages outside pleading for the war in Ukraine to end. It served as a really powerful reminder to enjoy every single day and be thankful that we're so lucky to be with our loved ones at this time of year and generally to live in such peace. And Estonia is certainly a place that delivers that, with its friendly people, positive outlook, and despite the freezing temperatures, the atmosphere couldn't be warmer. It almost felt poignant that the next place we stumbled across was the beautiful Christmas market in the town hall square, to get a glimpse of it at night time. As you can see, it's a Christmas dreamland filled with stalls, amazing lights and surrounded by the historic buildings. It's honestly like being in a fuzzy Christmas movie. Then it was time to check out the Olde Hansa medieval restaurant and take ourselves back in time. After getting more photos, of course. Everything inside Olde Hansa is recreated to make you feel like you're in the Middle Ages. The waiting staff stay in character the whole time and it's an awesome experience.
I'm actually quite hungry now.
The menus, the tables, the candles, the walls, the massive tankers to drink from. It's completely immersive.
Is it good?
It's good.
I inadvertently ordered sausages made of bear meat, forest game, veal and pork, while Marnie had lentils with mushroom sauce and cheese pasties with garlic and herbs.
This looks good.
Marnie, what are you thinking?
It looks good.
You got so much food.
I know.
Look at these plates, wow.
Even the bathroom experience was authentic with a metal jug to wash your hands with. Overall, we absolutely loved Olde Hansa. So we just went out on a amazing evening in Tallinn, and we've now come for a walk home back to the Airbnb, and we've discovered like the most epic, beautiful spot you can possibly imagine. I think Tallinn might be our favourite city yet, Marnie.
Definitely.
It's so stunning! Look at the medieval beauty of this place. It is so incredible. And the snow just makes it like, oh my god, I can't believe we chose to come here and it's lived up to our expectations and more. Absolute dream. Absolute dream. Love it. Day 2 in Estonia, and we started off our morning with breakfast at the cafe named the Best in Tallinn. It's called Cathedral and is also Estonia's oldest coffee shop, dating back to the late 17th century, and it sits directly opposite its family-owned coffee roaster. It's in a perfect spot overlooking the Christmas market, so the location couldn't be better. And it was very cosy inside, with bright colours on the walls, exposed stonework, wooden floors, antique chairs, and an adorable window seating area with sheepskin to keep you warm if you fancied sitting up there. It was so quiet, and it meant we could enjoy a very relaxing morning coffee and bite to eat.
How's the coffee?
Really good.
How's the cafe?
Really cute.
It's so peaceful and quiet, isn't it? An amazing view of the Christmas market from inside the cafe as well. Absolutely incredible.
Afterwards, we couldn't possibly not explore the Christmas market in the daytime too, so we set off again to wander around. It was so nice to see everyone in such high spirits, families with young children and people just generally soaking in the festive atmosphere. As you can see, it looks like a fairy tale, or as I kept describing it, a medieval Christmas dreamland. We just had brunch in what proclaims to be the best cafe in Tallinn, as voted apparently. It was quite nice. I think probably slightly dampened by the fact that I may have had one too many glasses of wine last night, as did Marnie. We've just been enjoying the Christmas market, and now we're going to go to a viewing platform to try and get a really nice view of the city. And we're walking through these very narrow, oldie worldy streets, as is the way with everything here in Tallinn. It's absolutely stunning. So we're going to see what this viewing platform is like. It's a bit of a wind chill today, so it's a little bit cold, more than it should be really. If there was no wind it would be completely bearable, but it's a little bit of wind making it a little bit brisk. So yeah, on to the viewing platform.
On our way to the viewpoint, we checked out a steep street called Longleg in English, and we can see why it has that name. It has the stone city walls running all the way along it for quite some distance. But then we finally made it to the Kohtuotsa viewing platform. We sent up the drone and loved the atmospheric footage that it captured. We were also lucky to meet a celebrity, Stephen the Seagull. Stephen is Estonia's most photographed seagull, and he lives at the Kohtuotsa viewing platform. He's posed for hundreds of photos for tourists through his life, and he's become famous for always hanging out on the wall at the viewpoint. He even has his own Instagram account and hashtag, so make sure to check that out and come and say hi to Stephen if you're in Tallinn, and maybe you can get one of your very own photos just like these.
We've just done something we didn't even realise we could do, which was climb to the top of the Cathedral of St Mary in Tallinn. You go up this winding stairway, which is absolutely incredible. It's really narrow. Feels a little bit dangerous, but you get to the top, and then the view from the archway windows is of the Alexander Uspensky Cathedral, which looks absolutely incredible, and then panoramic views over the old town from here. Just well worth it. Absolutely amazing. Love it. And you can see the archway windows as we walk back over here. They just look so good. And you get views from every single one across the city.
The Alexander Nevsky Cathedral is a Russian Orthodox church built in the late 19th century when Estonia was part of the Tsarist Empire. Despite its impressive appearance, the cathedral is said to actually be disliked among many Estonians as it serves as a reminder of former Russian oppression. Its huge domes you can see in the background are a distinct part of Tallinn's city skyline. We also checked out the Estonian Parliament building directly opposite the cathedral. And as the clock sadly ticked down on our last few hours in Tallinn, we squeezed in some lunch at a medieval restaurant called Tula, again overlooking the Christmas market. I mean, where else would you want to be at Christmas time?
Marnie, what do you make of this spot for lunch?
It's pretty nice. Not a bad view.
Have you ever had a more Christmassy view for lunch?
No, it's so pretty.
Re-energised, we set out to explore more of Tallinn before we turned in for the night. We walked alongside the impressive city walls and stopped at the Viru gate, which is at the entrance to the old town and was built in the 14th century as part of the capital's defences. And we just had time to visit one more iconic landmark, St Catherine's Passage. Formerly known as Monk's Alley, St Catherine's Passage is one of Tallinn's hidden gems because it's quite easy to miss it if you don't already know about it. First built more than 700 years ago in the 1300s, the unique narrow alleyway provides a remarkable throwback to a bygone era and has retained its pure medieval charm. For that reason, it's a must-see place on any visit to Tallinn. Even if you only stop by for 5 minutes, it's worth it to see just how beautiful it is. Nowadays, a number of handicraft workshops can be found here, and even a few bars and restaurants. We've just come through St Catherine's Passage, and it's a really epic way to sign off our last day in Tallinn. We get the ferry to Helsinki tomorrow morning, and it just could not have been more perfect, to be honest. Absolutely beautiful. Bye! We rose early the next morning to make our way to the port of Tallinn to take the 2-hour ferry to Helsinki in Finland. Join us next time as we sail to the next stop on our Christmas adventure, where we set foot in a place we've always dreamed of visiting for the very first time. Scandinavia.